Today is Monday, the 24th day of March 2025, about 4:27 in the afternoon. We are at Ray Roberts Johnson branch, and the headquarters building is right there. We've kind of taken a shortcut they told us about to do the Orange Trail. This is what they call a Dorba Trail, which is a bicycle trail, but hiking is allowed. And we just got here this afternoon, so we're just doing this one little short trail this afternoon, and then we've got some other things to do and places to go. But I want to show you the Orange Trail. We've never walked these particular trails before, so you can see it's very, very woodsy. There's a crooked tree right there. It's just a little small dirt trail. A bunch of little trees here in front of us. So it's woodsy. Rocks and stuff right there. But so far it seems easy to walk. So as I always do and say, as interesting things come up, I'll bring them to you. Alright, so more informative than anything, you see we come up to this sign. You see the orange trail goes off to the right. The blue trail goes straight ahead. That's it right there. And we're following the orange, so we're just going in the big loop is what we're doing. So it goes down this way, and you can see the trail didn't look any different. It's definitely had its share already, though, of rocks and little trees and stumps and things. Okay, and then here, I guess it's going to loop right back around to here. So, and here, look at this arched over little tiny tree. Yeah, so this shows you the orange right here. So that's good, see. We'll just loop this thing around and then we'll go back and that'll be that. So, we'll see what else we can see. They got some pretty tall trees. See how gnarly that is up there at the top? Making me dizzy. Then look, imagine riding a bicycle through here and then coming right here and slamming into these two trees. You got these roots down here and it goes down a little bit. It's hard enough to walk if you ask me. Don't want to do the mountain biking thing. Alright, well, let's keep going, see what we can see. Alright, so the things of interest you see is all these dead logs here. Dead limbs. It's got all this moss on it. You see how thick that is, hopefully. I know it's shady. Here, show you that one in the sun. There you go. But look up here. We got one of the little purple trees. Look at how that color just stands out. Contrasted. There's more through the forest there, but hard to see with that. There we go. I took that out. Okay. A little tiny bit right there. And then, see, there's more trees. A lot of shade here. So it feels pretty good. Alright, let's keep going, see what else we can find. Okay, so as we're walking along, you see we come up to this creek and see there's water in it. There's actually a good reflection right there. So that's not bad, is it? And then you see the trail, it goes downhill. Goes out there. So remember, these are mountain biking trails mainly. You go over that tile, these roots, and then throw yourself right into this creek bed here with all these rocks. And you can see this is part of the creek bed. Look at this down here. Off to the left, yeah, there's water down there here. So you can see the trail goes up here, and we'll go that way in a second, but I'll show you. Look at this. See, water does come through here, and this ground is wet and soft. But there's more water, and then, yeah, take a look. That's what she's talking about right there. That is a huge root. Look, it's just a stump up there. So there used to be a tree. So it's a dead root system there. And back here, there's a more live one. Look at those. Little teeny ones through here. And then, of course, a bunch as you go on down all the way around. Then you hear that plane. All right, let's go up this hill before I shut you off and see a bunch of trees laying up here. Right there you can see. But look at this right here. Yeah, this is a big tree that come down. Wow. Look at this thing. It's right beside the trail. I mean, look at that. You run your face into that if you're on a bicycle. Ooh, look at this split. Oh, wow. I mean, that thing left a big old splinter right there with the sun. The trail goes on. So, yeah, I don't get the mountain biking thing, I gotta tell you. All right, so now we come to this sign, and you can see the orange trail goes off to the right over there. But we want to do the pink trail. It's a small trail, and it connects to this one, so we'll be coming right back through here. So we're leaving the orange, doing the pink, and show you right now, there's a sign right there you see that shows that the pink does go here to the right. That's here, and here's another little sign that shows you. And then we're going to come back and we're going to finish the orange trail in this same video, so you don't have to worry about that if you're into this stuff. So, I'm seeing more water down here, look. I'll show you right through here. Well, the trail's going down there. But right there is some of it. But here, look at these roots. And again, if you're a mountain biker, you know, you have to forgive my ignorance, but riding a bicycle through here and keeping it up, I cannot imagine. This just seems absolutely crazy to me. I mean, look at this. This comes right down here. All these rocks and everything. Here's this water I was trying to show you from back there. So let's take a quick glance at this. It's pretty dirty. But there it is. Got a reflection in it. Got these trees over there. Some roots, you can see all that. So it goes that way or that way. You got a wider one. This is the thinner one. So I guess if you're feeling good on your bike, you can try to come up this and get yourself a little shortcut. Probably, you know, shave off a couple of seconds, I would imagine. Here, look at the bark of this tree. Ain't that kind of neat? Okay, yeah, she's talking about that one. Right there with those crazy limbs right there. That is pretty wild. All right, so we're going to just go around, do the pink trail. Big old thick tree right there. More roots. Big old limb there. So wow, yeah, I'm telling you, I cannot imagine riding a bike on this. You got to be way younger than me to do this. All right, well, let's keep going. See what other stuff we can find. And that's where we came from, and there's some signs over there talking about the pink trail, the green trail, the trailhead. You come right through here, and you see right here, we come to this sign, shows you the pink goes to the left, the green goes back where I just showed you, and the trailhead's off to the left. And over here is another sign, in case you get confused, that you can see, pink trail and green trail. So we're going to go through and do this, then get back to that orange and finish it up. So that's what we're doing. So here, just one thing before I shut this off. First of all, look at these two trees, how they come together up there. I mean, literally that trail, that tree, I mean, it grew in to that tree right there where you see them coming together.
They're hugging.
Yeah, that is wild. So you see, you're supposed to take your bike through here, right off this great big root. Look at this. And look at that gigantic root going in the ground right there.
Or you can dip down over.
And then you bring yourself around here without killing yourself into the trees. And then going on through here. And okay, I can't shut it off yet. More interesting, look at this vine. This thing looks like a python snake, man. Look at this. There you see it's in the ground. Got the moss on it. It comes up and around. Curves on up. And goes right on up there past that limb. My goodness. So, there really is some interesting things on this trail. See all this moss on this dead limb right here. And on the log too. Pretty cool. All right, let's keep going. We've been walking a spell and we've come across all these knocked down limbs or cut down limbs or whatever they might be. They look cut to me. They're pretty smooth. But see, they go all the way through there. Up through here. You can see there's even some on this side. But on this side is where they're all bunched together. So take a look at that. All right, now that says trail closed, do not enter. Which, so this is some other trail. I don't know which one it is.
This is pink. I think that's a pink ribbon. This still should be pink.
I don't know. But yeah, we haven't seen a sign actually in a while that says enter. We were seeing all kinds of signs there at first. But we haven't seen a sign in a while, so we're just following the trail and seeing where we come out at. So let's keep going and see what else we can find. Okay, so we've been here before, and you can see it shows the orange trail to the left, the pink trail to the right, the trailhead to the left. And see, that's kind of where we were. Come through right there. And then this right here tells you orange trail straight ahead and trailhead. So we're just going to walk through here, and we should get back to where we left off and finish up the orange trail, and then we'll get back. So, you know, as always, show you whatever.
We just did this. This wouldn't have been the same thing we just did this, right?
No, we did not. She thinks we've come back up on ourselves, but I don't believe we have, because we haven't seen trail signs for a long time. We've been off the orange trail, if you remember, when we went on the pink one, and now we're back on the orange, so this should wind us around until we can finally get our way back to the beginning. And it also said trailhead too, so I know this is the right direction. But you can see there's like a lot of cutting through here. We'll keep going, see what else we can find. Yeah, one last thing. See, there's a pond over there. Yeah, you see it better through here actually. There. Yeah, let me hold this up. Show you the reflections. All right, I know you had to see that, so let's keep going on to the next clip. All right, so we're thinking we're getting close to being back, but look at this thick woods, all this greenery on both sides. Hadn't been closed in by this much woods on this whole walk, so I thought I'd show you a minute worth of this. Of course, the sun's up there and a little bit bright. But we should be very close to where we're going. Yeah, right there it is. Bingo. I thought we were that close. That's the headquarters right there where we started. So we're about done with this. So I guess I'll go ahead and close this thing out. So hopefully you enjoyed being lost with us. Walking around in circles. We're not sure how far we walked, but it's a lot further than planned. But anyway, we've been here for well over an hour, and we're parked right over through there. So this should take us right out, and then that'll be that. So I'll see you on the next. It's our first night here. This is the best sunset we've had of anywhere at any time on this whole trip, which has been a month and 10 days now. Look at that. A little bit over there. But that is a wow. Wow, and look at that reflection on the water. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that beautiful?
Wow. Yeah, super, super nice. Look at that.